Dale, say something, Dale.
Dale, man, old man Dale.
Yo, I've been teasing this show for about a year now, but we finally got it going. Old heads only. Right now, if you here for current events, if you here for politics and all that, you might as well unplug and disconnect your computer. We talking about old school hip hop. If you really are into old school hip hop, you're gonna enjoy this show. You know what I mean? My name is Challz Brown. On my right there is Dale, man, aka the Ugly Professor. Make sure y'all share the link. The one and only. Show some love. Let me see something real quick. Let me make sure we got some sound. Let me check my iPad. Make sure we really live on where we need to be. I hope y'all still. Let me just check. This is the episode 1. All the bugs come out in this episode.
Yeah, a lot of kinks. Hopefully, it'll be less kinks than expected, but first show.
Oh, it's looking good online, Dale. I'm looking at the joint on first show. Oh, it's looking good on YouTube. Looking good on YouTube, Dale. All right. Old heads only. If you're not an old head, you will not enjoy this because we are talking about all old school hip hop. Shorty in the building. She said, "Hey guys, it sounds great."
Mary.
Salute to Mary. She's the first one in the chat of the new show, CLBMG's new show. Old heads only. I hate that term though, Dale.
It don't bother me.
I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand it. But I gotta accept it. This is what it is. This is what it is. I gotta own it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they calling us.
Yeah, I embrace the get off my lawn shit. That's me. The grumpy old man.
Salute to Tasha in the building. Yeah, who else on here? Big Head is on here. It got some. We already got spam. We got spam. We already made it, Dale. We got spam comments in the YouTube. You know we blowing up. Yo, listen, I'm looking at the comments. It said we looking good. It's A1 keys to success. Salute the keys to success in the building. If y'all here, y'all know what this is about. We're gonna have a good time with this show. The first comment, Dale brought up a topic that I was like, yo, that's a good ass topic. And I think people gonna find this very interesting. Dale, what's the topic you said you want to talk about?
The Fugees versus Digable planets.
Wow. 2 guys and a girl.
Yes, that's the obvious comparison, but it's a lot of comparisons. They only I believe both groups only had 2 albums.
That's a
fact. 90s groups.
Wait. Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. You're right. Both groups, Digable Planets and Fugees, both had 2 albums.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Yeah, just going on top of my head. Unless they put out some albums as a group that I didn't know about. Now, you know they got solo shit, but I'm talking about as a group.
So now, if you're going to say Fugees versus Digable Planets, we got to go line for line and break it down.
And both of them got Grammy nominations. I don't know if they actually won. I can't remember. But I know both of them did get Grammy nominations.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me check. Let me see. I think that, so Mary in the building, she said Fugees all day. She just hate the way I love not Butterfly, Ladybug.
Yeah, Ladybug was nice.
But yo, listen. I used to really say that the 2 top female MCs in the game was Ladybug Mecca and Lauryn Hill. Dead ass.
Well, Lauryn is better. I think Lauryn is better. There's no question about that.
Because she wrote her own stuff. I never could confirm, but I always was hearing that Butterfly wrote all of Ladybug's rhymes. He wrote all the rhymes for the whole group. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I've always heard that Butterfly wrote all the rhymes for Digable.
But even the other guy?
Yeah, for Doodlebug and Ladybug. I heard back in the day, Butterfly wrote everything. That don't take away, but it do kind of mean something because their lyrics was so dope. But that would explain why they were so in sync all the time.
And another comparison, Wyclef did the production for Fugees.
Yeah.
And Butterfly did all the production for Digable Planets.
I think that Wyclef may have wrote some of Prowse. I don't know. I'm making that's an assumption. That's an assumption. But I think that Wyclef may have wrote some of Prowse. Now I know he ain't writing none of Lauren.
Yeah,
but
we know.
I feel like Lauren is better than a lot of guys, so it's gonna be hard for Ladybug Mecca to rock with her.
Yeah.
But
She can't mess with no Lauren.
But let's give her respect though, Dale.
I like Ladybug. I like Ladybug a lot, but
let's give her her respect though, Dale.
Yeah, that's what I say. I like her a lot. She never gets mentioned when you name like female MCs. She never gets mentioned.
No, maybe because they think she was pop, or they think she was too mellow, or they music came and went. Because I think their music was a 3-year span. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it was. I don't think Digable Planet's music. I don't think their career was over 3-4 years long. Honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they hit real fast.
I don't know if they had solo. I'm sure they did have solo albums. I know Butterfly did, but they solo joints didn't do nothing like what Fugees solo albums did.
You're right, but wait, slow down. Let's get now. This is where we go to Google. This is where we go to Google. Let me see. We talking about Digable Planet, right? Digable Planets is a hip hop trio. It said, let me see how many albums they had, because there's so much that I don't know about Digable, bro. That I thought I knew everything. It says they were formed in 1987, Dale. They're composed of Ishmael. It says 87. You're not, but that's like us back in the day. You start rapping back in the 80s, right. You ain't pop to the 90s. It is what it is. But it looked like they formed in 1987. They had rappers Ishmael, Butterfly Butler, who is Camp Lowe's cousin.
Yeah, that's why he's in that song on Camp Lowe's joint.
Yeah. Michael Brown in the building. He said it was 3 years. Let me see the comments. He said 3 years for Digable Planets, and he said 2 albums. So I feel like, let me see. Then you had Mariana Ladybug Mecca Vieira and Craig Doodlebug Irving. The group is notable for their contributions to the genre of jazz, rap, and alternative hip hop. Now, impact, Odell, I'm going to be honest with you. Digable changed my life. When Digable Planets dropped, they changed my life, because their music, bro, like the stuff they was talking about, I already was on some consciousness anyway, but they had a song literally about the girl debating getting an abortion. And Butterfly had a whole conversation about both sides of the issue.
Yeah.
He's like, so whatever you decide, make that move with pride. Like, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Digable was deep social consciousness, bro. And it was what it was human. It wasn't too black or white. But at the second one, a lot of white people checked out of the second one. The joint with the but the second one was better than the first one.
I think both albums were phenomenal.
Yeah, both albums.
You can't say that for Fugees.
But Dale, yeah, you're right. But Dale, that second Digable, come on, Dale. I think that got more playing power than the first one, dog.
I do too, but I love the first one. But that second one is strong, real strong.
It's real strong. It's much more. It's harder too.
That's why I say it's closer than people would think. People gonna say Fugees off the top because they the most popular. But if you go album for album, Digable got it.
And they went to Howard. They was down there with us.
Yeah.
And they went to Howard. So it's like, bro, let me see. I got Mr. Plague in the building. He wrote some. I'm gonna read that later. It's mad long. I don't know what he's talking about. But listen, 1992 to 1993, reaching a new refutation of space and time.
Yeah,
they got time to pendulum in 92. Huh?
It say 93 on this Wikipedia page.
Yeah. They was it say 92, they moved to Brooklyn, and then they their debut album Reaching, which the joint we say was banging, it went gold. Rebirth of Slick was a big record. I just heard that last week during the playoffs. They still putting that commercials to this day.
Yeah.
I'm cool like that. That's a car commercial.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're still doing that to this day. So
that's
the impact ain't go nowhere. The impact ain't going nowhere. Now, let's be honest, Lauren is Lauren. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But yo, blowout cone. My kids heard that one a bunch of times. Now let's be honest. The score though.
You think I think blowout's better than the score.
Ooh,
I know it's gonna be controversy.
Hold up, Dale.
I'm a minority, but I listen to blowout way more than
Hold up, Dale. Don't do that, Dale. All right, hold up. So listen, we can talk about that. But their first debut was better than the Fugees' debut.
Oh yeah, no question about that. Only thing good about that first Fugees joint was the remix.
Yeah, and that's how they got on was the remix.
Yeah.
Who did the remix? I gotta try to remember.
Salon Remy.
He did that remix to Nappy Heads.
Vocab and Nappy Heads. They had another big remix too. I know they had the Vocab joint that was cranky. I think he did that joint. He did the Nappy Head remix, and it was another remix from that joint that he did. It was big too. I can't remember off the top of my head.
But you know why they had to do those remixes? Because he said that the album was held up. The album was held up so long that when it dropped, the music was old and dated.
Oh,
so they did the remixes to freshen it up because they was going to drop them. They almost got dropped, and they let them do the remixes, and that saved their whole career. We almost didn't hear the Fugees. I remember me and Juan and Dang was riding. We bought that first Fugees, and we was listening to it, and we was like, "It's all right." You might have been in the car with us. We was like, "It's all right." It was just because it was already dated by the time we heard it, and she had already been in Sister Act, I believe. She was in Sister Act too, so it was like kind of like we thought they was kind of corny. You got to think if she was already in a movie, and they're dropping an album that sound like they trying to be like when you don't know how good somebody is, their first album that's their first impression. That's your first impression. So we thought they was like on some corny, like trying to do stuff already been done, but not knowing they had already made this music and had it for 2 years. So they was ahead of the curve, but by the time it dropped, they was whatever. Low said, Digable Planets over the Fugees. That's what you saying, Low? Let me see what the comments say. Low said it sounded like he said Digable's over the Fugees. I'm not sure. Let me see what else is on here. Because I can't call it. I'm gonna need more debate because I can't say that. I want to say off the rip that Fugees got that. But Digable Planets is a problem, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot closer than people think. And it depends on your criteria. See, I'm an albums guy. I base my stuff basically on how good the albums are. The quality of the album overall, how many skips, if there are any. That's how I base it on. But some people base it on popularity, record sales, all that type of good stuff. So it all depends on what your criteria is. But for me, I think Digable got it as a group.
Okay, so let's go line for line. Another MC when you die tonight. What do I? Yo, listen how score come on. Now I get it. The first album Fugees was kind of like Fugazi, but the score redeemed these dudes on a level deal. What was your first reaction when you first heard the score?
Wow, I can't even remember. That was so long ago. I was like impressed. I was highly impressed. I know I was impressed because you going off that. I actually didn't hear their first album until I heard their second album. All I heard was the remixes from the first album. I never heard the whole album at that time when it came out. I didn't hear it till later on. So I heard the second album. So the second album made me go visit the first album. But I used to hear how bad the first album was before I even heard it.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's so
you had never even heard it, bro.
No,
that's
before
crazy. So you didn't have nothing to go on.
So they second album was my first impression of it. Wow. Besides the remixes. You know, I heard all the remixes from the first album, but that's only like 2 or 3 songs.
So look, Blunted on Reality was the Fugees' first album. That was in 94. It went, let's see. They said that they had 18 tracks. Nappy Heads was the
skits and stuff like that.
I think the only reason we even gave them a chance was them remixes. But I don't remember. I'm going to go line for line on this album. I don't remember none of this stuff. None of this stuff on this first album, dog. Nappy Heads was remixed. Blunted, Recharge, Vocab, Booth Bath, Temple.
Vocab remixes was tight. I love the remix.
How hard is it? Harlem Chit Chat Interlude, Some Seek Stardom, Giggles, The Kid from Haiti, Refugees on the Mic. Like, it wasn't really not memorable joints on that first Fugees joint, dog.
Not at all.
So that first Digable got him.
Oh yeah, ain't no question about that.
It got him there. So now we gotta figure out the second one. And you know what, Dale? I'm gonna be honest though. That second Fugees, I mean, I'm sorry, that second Digable, it's no skips really on there.
No, not really.
It's really no skips on that album. So, this tough, Dale. You might have hit something. I wasn't expecting it to be this tough because I'm ready to go through their second joint.
I'm telling you, that second Digable Planets album is I say it's a classic. That shit is crazy.
Let me see, Dale. Yeah, this Digable, this Blowout Cone. Yeah, Dale. You might be on to something, Dale. Straight up.
They got the joke, the Burrow check with Guru. That shit goes. Jetting. They got the joint with J. Rue, the Damager, Graffiti.
Black Ego, Dogged, Jetting, Burrow Check, High and Fly, Dial 7, the Creamy Spice. We are the Creamy Spice. Yo, come on, dog. Come on, dog. KB's Alley, Graffiti featuring J. Rue. I forgot he was even on there.
Yeah.
Knife Wonder.
Knife Wonder with featuring DJ Jazzy Joyce. I love that song, Joe. That song, every time I play that song, I gotta play it over. That joint got repeat value. I love that song. That's straight ugly music right there, boy.
You might have tapped into something, Dale. Dale, you might have tapped in. This Fugees score joint is having a problem with this Digable joint. I mean, as if you into that. Some people they looking at Digable like sleepy time music. So
yeah, like some people because it's jazzy. But I think the production is way more superior on this album than the score.
Dale, you might be right, Dale. I'm scared.
That's crazy.
I'm scared because I'm scared to. I don't like feeling this way about the score. That's on my top 10 albums of all time, bro.
No, score got some joints. The Cowboy joints with the Outsiders. Raw Diggle on that joint.
Yeah.
John Fortelli. That's a classic song. Then they got the score, the actual song itself, the score that Diamond D produced.
Wow, Dale, I'm scared.
So they got Killing Me Softly, Fuji La, which is a classic.
Red intro, How Many Mics, Ready or Not, Zealots, The Beast. On the town, the beast is loose. Family Business. Hold up, Dale. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, Ready or Not is a classic. Fuji La is one of my favorite joints on there.
The Mask, there's no skips on here, Dale. There's no skips on here. Cowboys.
Yeah, that's my joint. With the outside of the
woman, no cry.
Yeah.
No woman, no cry. And then you got Manifest. It's no skips there. I'm gonna have to call it a tie, bro. It's no skips on neither one of these albums, dog. It's no skips on here, bro.
Even that little skit they got on the score where he lying about having sex with the chick. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the other.
Yes. Yo, listen, Dale. And I was telling them last night about The Carnival is in my top 10 of all time albums.
Oh, I love The Carnival. That's
The Carnival.
Yeah, I love that.
The UK in the building. UK in the building. I gotta shoot the shout out real quick. Yo, appreciate that. He sent us the 5GBP. So listen, I don't know. I'm trying to get the name right. I'm bugging out. Benz Vermillion, salute, Benz Vermillion in the building, straight out the UK. We appreciate you watching.
Man,
so
UK
Dale, Yeah, so I feel like I'm gonna use my iPad to do this next week. I'm gonna use my iPad instead of my phone. But Dale, it might be a tie, Dale.
Yeah, we call it a tie.
So what do you want? Do you want to try to go for MC line for line? What they now? Butterfly's a problem.
Yeah,
Butterfly
but Lauren
right better than Wyclef and Price.
Oh yeah. But
Butterfly
Lauren
right better than both of them. Matter of fact, he's one of the most underrated MCs ever too.
Yeah, but Lauren is better than all three of them. Let's be honest.
Well, shit, according to Flizzy, why we calling her a rapper? Because her whole album is R&B.
Well, that's a whole separate conversation about
I know.
This
but
education.
When she do spit,
I actually agree with Fliz on that. That she get more. She kind of like overrated when it comes to saying she's the top female. Because the album was majority R&B.
You can't use that word overrated with Lauren Dale.
Oh,
Don't do that. You can't do that, Dale. We got to say another word. Can't be overrated because she earned every line.
I'm trying to find a proper word, but I don't think
she's overrated though.
Female. I don't think she's the best female ever. That's just my opinion.
Maybe based on consistency. Had Lauren been consistent? Now Lauren had put out the
She ain't been that consistent. I put in my top 5, but I don't know
if Lauren was more consistent, she would be the best of all time.
Yeah, she would. She would.
If she was more consistent. If she had the body of work of Nicki Minaj, it would be unquestionable right now.
Oh yeah, it'd be no question.
Nicki Minaj probably got 10 times the amount of volume of music than Lauren, just to be honest. She got way more features from collabs. Nicki's killing Lauren in content.
In content, but the quality of content, Lauren got it.
That ain't even close. But
that's why I can't put Nicki above her, even though she has more content.
Dale, I'm gonna have to. Mike Brown said oversaturated. Is that a good word to describe Lauren? Nah, because the amount of attention she gets is warranted. Like, how long ago was the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill? That's 25 years ago?
Wasn't that like late 90s, early 2000s?
Something like that. Let me look that up. And we still talking about her to this day. And she hasn't done nothing since, well, she done a little here and there. But really, she's like that Andre 3000.
She had the two Fuji albums. She's all over that Carnival joint. She rap on like 3 or 4 joints on that Carnival joint.
And then Wyclef broke her heart.
And she got her solo joint. Even though the majority of it is R&B, she do rap like on like 3 or 4 joints. So, and she got a few features in there.
Now, who else from that era we putting in that top like we do her? No, it's not really many. You might say Latifah, you might say Light. You might say you might say Kim.
Lil' Kim.
You might say Foxy. You might say nobody saying Muhammad D. Nobody saying Jean Grey. But
they don't have enough content.
No, you might say Rod Digger.
She don't even have enough content.
You might put Remy.
But she might have about the same amount of content as Lauryn Hill. You think about it. Rod Digger got 2 solo albums, and she got them flip mode albums.
Yeah, but Lauryn Hill got more viable content than Rod Digger.
Yeah.
Salute to Ace in the building. She said, "What's an old head? Old head is a state of mind." She said, "What age is an old head?" Old head is a state of mind. If you feel like we feel, then you're old head. If you know some of the stuff we know, some of the stuff we can only talk about is because we were there when it happened.
Old head.
Like, I don't know if you could talk about Lauryn Hill first album if you wasn't really there. So you can learn, you can listen and learn, but we freaking, you know what I'm saying? We was there. I was in my car. Dale, me and Dale was riding around the city. Dale, I can name probably about 20 albums we listened to together riding around the city. Literally. Comments, what's the second? We listened to like 3 Comments together when it first dropped.
I know one joint we used to listen to a lot going up and down from Maryland to Virginia. That NWA joint, Niggas for Life.
Yeah.
We used to play that. Then we used to play the Diamond Shell joint.
Diamond Shell. Dude, Carlos was always snatching my Diamond Shell out of my car. And Los will snatch your tape Soon as he get out, I had to watch his hand because if you're not paying attention, he'll hit a jack on the player and snatch the tape. It was that Diamond Shell. He was always snatching my Fugees joint, and he was snatching my Tribe joint, my Midnight Marauders joint.
Oh man,
me and Los went through a little time where it was a game. We would snatch to see what tape we could snatch, and he come in your house. He'll slide the tape off it. He'll slide the tape out the inside of the thing and take the tape. Yeah, but me and Dad, we rode around listening to a lot of stuff. Gangstar.
Yeah.
Brand Nubians.
Yeah.
Was you working with me when we was driving out to Dulles listening to Liquid Swords?
I wasn't with you in the car. I worked out there, of course, but I wasn't with you in the car.
Liquid Swords, Jizza. That was Taru. Salute to Taru. He on Facebook somewhere. Me, Taru, Dang, and Juan listening to Liquid Swords. But you had to be there.
Me and Tony fell asleep coming back from Dulles in the car, both of us, listening to Old Dirty Bastard.
Was you driving?
Yeah, I was driving. Oh, both of us fell asleep.
You almost had an Old Dirty bang up.
Yeah, we almost died that day. Listen to Old Dirty Bastard.
Yo, Dale. So I think Digable Planets is one of the most underrated groups in the history of hip hop. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And even though they're gonna say, why you want to overrate them when they only got one real good album? They got 2 albums, but only one was like gold, if I'm not mistaken. That second album, I remember I was working at the airport, and I remember when I realized that some white people wasn't feeling it because this dude that was working with me, he said the album was racist. I said, what?
Yeah, it was some controversy during that time. Because didn't they get nominated? Didn't they get a Grammy nomination for that?
I don't know. But I was like, why? Because they pro-black and they, you know what I'm saying? Like, Blowout Comb was not against any race.
Right.
It was just uplifting their own race. And I didn't understand why they was saying that they was racist. There's nothing racist about the album. Now, they were in the communism, right?
I remember that being a thing back then, though.
Huh?
I remember that being a thing back then with that album. Saying
yeah, and the socialism on that album.
Yeah, anti-white type thing on there.
That's what really wasn't though, Dale.
No, it wasn't, but that's what they were saying back then. Like anti-Jewish or something. It was something back then.
It wasn't. The Jewish thing was Public Enemy. Professor Griff.
But it was some controversy with that Blowout joint. It was a controversy with that Blowout joint.
But you know why? Because they wanted them to come back in that same box of that cute, like Daylight came out with the Daisy Age. They wanted them to stay just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was cute and these guys they're 18-year-old hippies and they wear baggy dress shirts and they sing real proper. Like they wanted what was Daylight's big hits? The first big joint.
Me, Myself, and I.
Yeah, they wanted that.
Yeah.
They want another Say No Go. Tommy Boy wants another Say No, right? So they wanted that. But then Digable came back with an edge and they was like, yo, we're gonna speak more of this black socialism, this communist train of thought, but it's not what you think it is. It wasn't against anybody. I never understood why they was looked at as some type of racist group. It was weird to me. I never got that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I still think, honestly, to this day, they made some of the best music. And I watched they got an unsung about them. Did you watch that?
No, I don't
about
think
Digable playing a whole story. They got kind of jerked. They kind of fell apart on their own, and like just the pressures of the business and the industry. They kind of had a rough deal with their label and with themselves. They kind of fell apart on their own. So the same thing, Fugees.
They just performed on that 50-year anniversary joint that was on for the Grammys. Did you see that? Yeah, didn't they perform?
I believe so.
Yeah.
No, they've been back performing for about together. It ain't been but like 5-6 years. It ain't been that long because I was on Instagram and I follow Ladybug,
Yeah, I do
actually,
too.
It might have been more than 5 years. It might have been more. It ain't more than 10 though, because I follow Ladybug, and she was like, "Digable is getting back. We girls start performing again. Yada yada yada." And I don't know. I don't follow Butterfly. I don't know where he at, but Doodle, I have him on there too. And they've been performing together for a few years now. Because I went to see them with De La. It was De La, Digable Planet, Camp Low.
Yeah, you told him about that. You said that show wasn't good.
That show was horrible, Dan. I'm not gonna lie. And I love them. I love all them groups. I was so excited. First off, Dave didn't come because Dave got sick. Dave was ill. They brought Talib out there, and that's when I left.
But they did that for the New York State of Mind joint. They brought Talib out there because De La joined the Nas and Wu-Tang show, and they had Talib out there with them.
Yeah, I don't think Talib fit the energy of De La, but I guess he was available, whatever.
Yeah, I
think to be honest, Paz would do that show by himself better than with Talib.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. But so I didn't like the show. But you know, that don't take away from their greatness. I just thought the show, something was going on with Camp Low's set, their music, something was off with their thing. Then De La came out. They took forever to come out. It was like they was late or something. Then they came out, and their set was kind of messed up. And then Digable's set was kind of messed up. I don't know what's going on with the sound, but I didn't like the show. But I still want to see them.
Me and Tony saw Digable plans like in the 2000s at the 930 Club. You know about the 930 Club in DC. Yeah, we saw them there. It was pretty good. They had a band and everything there. They was good.
It's different when it's your own show.
That was in the 2000s.
It's different when it's your own show than when you want to. They had a band at this one, but it's like when all these different bands, all these different groups trying to get on, it seemed like it kind of was like fumbled up. Something happened. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I want to, before we move on, I do want to say, I think you brought up a real good point there. I think Fugees might actually tie with Digable far sonically. I can't rule one over the other. They only thing Digable got on them, they first joint wasn't lacking.
No, it wasn't.
That's the only thing they got on them. And the second one got even better. So, damn, Dale. I know a lot of people gonna instantly say
Fugees.
A lot of people instantly say the Fugees, but if you put if you're a hip hop head, you put some thought.
You put some thought in. If you go album for album, just the 2 albums, not the solo stuff, just the 2 albums, Digable got him. I think Digable got him.
If you're going 2 for 2, Digable got him, dog. If we say both albums up, because the first album Fugees had was so daggone stale. Can't give him extra credit for that.
With the first Fugees album, Blended on Reality?
Yeah, I can't give him extra credit for that. Dale, that joint's so bad. I don't think I listened to it the second time. I might have listened to it twice just to see.
I listened to it once, and I don't remember nothing from it. Usually, back then, I used to take like 1 or 2 songs and put them on the tape, and record it on the tape or something.
Yeah.
I ain't do that. I just got the remixes. That's it.
So, I want to move on, Dale. I just want to have an open-ended conversation about my guy, Steady B. Steady B, that's a bad brother. I want to talk about some Steady B. That's a talent.
What was his first album?
Wasted, huh?
His first album was "What's My Name," right?
Yeah, man.
Wasn't that the title of his first album?
I'm gonna put you on the spot, I'm gonna put you on the spot. What's the first time you heard of Steady B? What's the first song you heard from Steady B? Warren McGlone.
You know, when my first memory of Steady B is actually from you over your house. Remember you had that VHS tape?
Yeah. Oh,
of all the job artists. It had Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, Steady B, KRS-One, which was Boogie Down Productions at the time.
Yeah.
That's the first memory that comes in my head when I think of Steady B. That tape you had.
Yeah, I had that tape, performance tape of all of them performing. Steady B, Fresh Prince, and Jazzy Jeff. I think Salt and Pepper was on there. It was like
they wasn't on Jive. It was only Jive artists.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
At the time, yeah.
But no, I think the tape had more stuff on there. But yo.
Oh, okay. wasn't Marvelous DJ Cash Money and Marvelous?
Cash Money and Marvelous.
Yeah.
Bro, Dale, that videotape was so banging. Dudes was offering me $100 to copy that. He was like, bro, I'll give you $100 just to dub this. I'm gonna bring it right back. I'm like, you lost your mind. I'm not giving nobody this tape. That tape was so dope. That's when I learned how dope Fresh Prince was and how dope Steady B was.
Yeah, Steady B show on that. I remember his show being nice on there. He had a good show on there.
Everybody's show was nice on that tape, bro. Listen, if I could find that tape, I would. Oh my God, KRS-One was on there.
Yeah, Boogie Down Productions.
Yeah, Boogie Down Productions. It was. I'm trying to remember. It was more people. It was like a whole lineup, dog.
Yeah,
and that's when Steady B killed it. That's what I'm gonna be honest. I used to think Steady B might have been the coolest dude in the game, dog. At one time, Steady B, he was cooler than LL. He was cooler than he was way cooler than LL. Steady B was cool, dog. Like the little hat to the side, like, yo, I'm serious. Like, yo, Steady B, dog. That was my dog. Like, listen, him, Cool C. What's the other dude up under them?
3 Times Dope wasn't. I know
they was in the same.
They weren't with the Hill. It was the Hilltop Hustlers.
The Hilltop Hustlers.
That's what the name of their clique was.
Yeah, Crazy said, "Use me." That was my joint. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's one of the first joints. I remember you said, because I got family live up Philly and around the Philly area. My cousin Eric, rest in peace, he just passed away recently. He used to introduce me to a lot of stuff.
Eric was
dope. I remember hearing that Use Me joint.
He roamed everywhere playing with his headphones on. But yo, Steady B, dog. Especially when he came out with that remix, when KRS did that remix. I'm serious remix.
Yeah.
Dog. That's why I used to want to have a BDP jacket, because whatever they did, whatever remix KRS did back in the day was crazy. And that joint he did for them, and KRS-One was he was so cocky. It was like, yes, man. I was like, yo, it was so dope. I was like, this is why Steady B could do a little 2-step and still be cool. And who was his dancer?
Oh yeah, he could dance. He was dancing with his dancers in that video you had.
He had 2 dancers.
Oh, I forgot. They was nice too. They had like a catchy name too.
It wasn't Scuba Scrap, but it was something like it was
something to that effect. It had like a catchy name.
Yeah. You can say the dancer's name in the song.
Yeah.
Damn, who was Steady B's dancers?
Oh, man, I'm about to look shit
You
up.
can't have me. No, I'm not for sale. Oh, hold on. Damn. Yeah, he had this dancers was dope. Let me see. Michelle Lay on 3 Times Dope video is who made Steady B cool. She had it all with him. EST, he wasn't giving her nothing. Now I'm reading the comments. That's hilarious. So, but listen.
And you remember Steady B was husky too. He was a husky dude.
Yeah.
But he could dance.
But he had he had the big dookie ropes.
He had the nice sweatsuits.
Fila.
Oh,
he had a lot of stuff I couldn't afford, there.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford it. Hilltop Hustlers, right? Maybe that's why he
that was the name of their clip.
But yo,
that was the name of their clip.
I thought Cool C was cool, but he wasn't no Steady B.
Nah, I ain't mess with him like I mess with Steady B.
Nah, and Dale, it's the third one that came out. He was younger than them, but
Larry Law?
Larry Law.
You talking about Larry Law?
I bought Larry Law album too.
Yeah, I did. I bought the tape. I bought the cassette tape.
That's when Philly was doing their thing. But
cassette tape.
That's when it started watering down, though. Larry Law wasn't as good as Steady B and Cool C.
Steady B's second album, Let the Hustlers Play.
Yeah.
I love that album. That's the joint with Sirius.
Dog, Steady B might have been the Cameron of that era, bro. Steady B was real, dog. Like, Steady B was wild. Like, dog, I'm telling you, he was our age. That he was young like us. Like, all the other rappers was older than us. Steady B was young like us, dog. Like, he was our age. Like, he was like, I think Steady B came out like 16, 17, something like that.
Yeah, let me see. I'm looking him up now. He was born in 69.
So he was about 16, 17 around that time. At best.
He was older than me. He was a little older than me by some years, but
But you know what happened too? So it's like that music don't make the money that they thought it was going to make though. So then he started, you know what I'm saying? He still had to make his money, but it started falling off. That's when rappers didn't know they could actually fall off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got dropped from Jive.
Yeah.
And then he tried to go independent.
And that's when nobody knew what independent was. We didn't know how to
going independent back then.
It ain't exist.
Was hard.
It was very hard. Dog, you
extremely hard.
To just press up your own vinyl was thousands, bro.
Yeah. There wasn't no streaming back then. You couldn't just throw your shit up online.
Nah.
You had to get physical copies of things made.
Facts.
And put them in the stores nationwide, not just in your neighborhood.
Yeah, and you also had to be diligent on it all the time. And you had to drive to different places and do shows all over the place. You couldn't just drop it in the store. Because we was trying to do that. You gotta be at that store. You gotta tell people, yo, go buy my. This was a lot of work, bro. Independent.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, and it's funny because
you gotta get distribution. If you're gonna go independent, you gotta get distribution somehow, some way.
Facts. And you know what it is too. They was making people. I'm bugging. You had to catch the record stores to get your money from them too. You had to physically go there because sometimes they wouldn't send you your money. So it was like a whole lot going on. And that out the trunk stuff was Too Short and them.
Yeah, Too Short.
Too Short and them started that. They started, but they was the one successful at it. Too Short, E40.
You might can say Too Short started it.
He might.
You might say he might be the godfather of selling your tapes out the trunk.
He was the biggest one at the time.
Yeah.
But yo, Steady.
He was doing that way back.
So Steady B had Bring That Beat Back. He had What's My Name? That dropped in 87, which had Believe Me That's Bad. Oh, yeah. Remember that?
Yeah, I had that on tape. I bought that on cassette.
Use Me in the Hilltop. Hilltop. The Hilltop. Then you had
my beans. My beans. Who's down the street? My 6'4".
Steady B was that dude. Yo, listen, that was my guy. Then he came out with, see, this way started falling, but no, he didn't fall off yet. So he came out with Let the Hustlers Play in 88. Dog, that's his best album. I ran the store to get that.
That's his best album.
Let the Hustlers Play. You might be right. Burn on.
Yeah, I love that album.
Yeah, you might be right. Then he came out with Going Steady. See, this is where Going Steady.
This where it got murky.
Huh?
Yeah, this where it got murky.
This got murky. How my man in UK say getting murky? Stormzy. Salute to Stormzy. That's my thing. So what? Hold up. So in 1989, this when all the rappers he had already had a gold album, so he needed another one, Dale. So then he came out with Going Steady.
Let the Hustlers Play went gold?
Yeah. Let the Hustlers
I didn't know that.
It went gold. Serious went gold.
Now, just the single or the whole album?
It say Serious went gold, the single.
Oh, okay. I can get that.
Now I don't know if the whole album went gold, but the Serious went gold.
I don't think the whole album.
But once you go gold, you want to stay gold. Stay gold, Pony Boy. Going Steady was after that.
Now is Going Steady still on Jive, or did he get dropped?
It looked like he's still on Jive. I don't know why he would drop if he just had a gold album.
But, yeah, but the whole album didn't. But
if you got a gold single, you getting another album.
Yeah, they give you another shot. Yeah, I remember that Going Steady joint. I remember not liking that album. I remember not liking that album. I think the hook
was like, "Do you want to go steady with me?" That joint was weak.
I saw the video not too long ago. It's on live.
That joint was weak. He knew it was weak though.
He tried to go commercial with that joint.
Then he got Nasty Girls and Mac Daddy.
Oh.
Those titles right there tell you what happened. That's when we was like, Steady, come on, dog. Come on, dog. That's when we learned about the industry. We're like, dog, he need a hit. That's why he's doing these records. Going Steady? That's what we doing? Steady, B?
Yeah.
And then I think he must have got dropped because then in 91, he came out with an album called V. I never even heard of this album in my life. The Girls Gonna Get To.
Him and Cool C got dropped and they formed that group, COB or something like that.
CEB.
Yeah.
I think that's the beginning of where they started going left. And like, I think end up they put the battery dudes back. So they couldn't make that goofy stuff no more. They had to start making gangster stuff.
And then after that, they robbed that bank, right?
Yeah. So Counting Endless Bank was it called? That's the name of CMB, and they came out in '93. They got a song called "Get the Point," Goes Like This, and Gorilla. And by then, I was checked out. I was checked fully out. And then '91, shit, '93. Oh yeah, hieroglyphics. Yeah, that was Midnight Marauders. And come on, dog. Like at that time, come on, bro. We wasn't even trying to hear nothing. We wasn't hearing nothing goofy.
I bought that album too.
You bought that CEB?
Yeah.
But you was like an aficionado. You would buy anything there. Like you was like,
so I was a hip hop nerd, yo. Bro.
You was gonna spend your money on it.
Everything. Yeah.
You was gonna spend your money on what, like if it was hip hop, you was gonna spend it. See, when I was into it, when I was young and when we was younger, you was younger than me. I used to go to the mall and it wasn't that much in there of hip hop. So if the cover looked like hip hop, you just grabbed it. You didn't hear it. You didn't I know
used to do that all the time.
You just grabbed
it. That's how I bought the first Gangstar album. No One Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah.
I had no idea who they were. It just the cover looked like some hip hop shit. I was like, these dudes like some Muslims, some militant Muslim dudes, because he had the kufi on and stuff. I bought that even before he in Manifest.
And remember, Manifest was like a Muslim-like video.
He was looking like Malcolm X. Guru looked like Malcolm X in that joint.
Yeah. So, bro, but damn, what the hell we talking about?
Steady B.
No, I started talking about the damn I was talking about going to the record store or something. I'm bugging.
And you said, and just seeing anything that looked like it.
That's how I got Organized Confusion.
Oh, you bought them off a whim?
I never had heard one song from them. I saw the cover, looked at the back. I was like, I'm getting that, and it worked out for me. That's how I got Organized Confusion. I fell into that. I fell into Mantronics like that, which I ended up liking Mantronics though. But I got Mantronics because it looked like hip hop, and I ended up liking it. But it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting it to be like that, but that's how hip hop kind of was back then. But Mantronics ended up being dope. I fell into Sir Mix-a-Lot. Now, had I known Sir Mix-a-Lot before I got that album, I wouldn't have bought that album. But I ended up.
I remember you had the vinyl. Did you have the vinyl?
I had the vinyl.
I remember that.
And Sir Mix-a-Lot wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. It was like, my posse's on Broadway. Like, I was like, all right, it's doing all right. That's back.
They from Seattle of all places too.
Huh?
He was from Seattle of all places.
And I was like, them dudes thugging like that in Seattle, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. He got a couple joints on there. There's a group. I used to know the name of it, but I can't remember the name. You can help me with the name. Remember Dr. Dre, not Dr. Dre, that Dr. Dre, the fat Dr. Dre from New York.
Oh,
he was in the group for Def Jam. He was the first group on Def Jam. People don't remember that group.
Yeah, they got to join this Master A sample they joint.
Charlie says something like that.
Time to Roll joint. That Time to Roll joint, that's from their song.
Yeah, let me see. They was one of the first peoples I bought off the cover looking like hip hop. One of the joints I got, remember Eddie Murphy's brother was rapping?
Yeah, K9 Posse.
K9 Posse. It was all right. I didn't really like Did you like K9 Posse? To be honest.
I like that one song they had a video for. I can't remember the name of the song.
It was marching. K9 Posse. They was all right.
I had no idea that was Eddie Murphy's brother till afterwards, but
I think we started. I think they wasn't hiding that. That was like common knowledge, low key. That was Eddie.
Yeah, but I didn't know. But I didn't know that was his brother till after the fact.
Okay.
I used to like that single they had.
Yeah, they had man. I used to be at Monty's house. They used to kill that. BT used to kill. I don't know who was paying it. They used to play that K9 Posse every day, all day. That and then that joint would come on after that. The joint where the dude with what's his name? You know what I'm talking about? You sampled him. The dude with the damn cameo. So it'd be K9 Posse, and then Cameo would come on after. I was like, who?
Like Word Up. You talking about
Word Up? And then they had another joint. Not Word Up. They had a joint before Word. Same time. You sampled
Single Life. Yeah.
So it was like that era though, Dale. That K9 Posse era. That's when LL was bringing out Pink Cookies and all that. That's when rap changed because Tribe came, and changed all of that. That's when rap was still trying to be a little R&B-ish a little bit. It was a little hokey, a little bit, kind of hokey. And then Tribe came and Daylight came, and it was like, time to change. It's like these young boys now, but they're not changing it. They're not changing it for the better. Like right now, when Tribe came, they changed it for the better because they brought that jazz, they brought them hard snares, they brought them mellow grooves. They just brought a whole different vibe. They changed it forever.
Yeah, they changed the sonics of it, the production. Even on their first album, you know, people probably slept because that I Left My Wallet El Segundo was so bad, but the rest of the album, Lucky Lucien and
you know what though?
And Mr. Muhammad and Can I Kick It and all that?
Yeah.
The production was nice on that joint.
And I'm gonna always give Sean Morris this credit because Sean Morris used to see me and chase me, Challz, you gotta listen to this Tribe Called Quest. I'm trying to tell you, people's instinctive travels, you gotta hear. I said, man, all right, I'm gonna listen to that. I really wasn't tripping off hearing that because I saw the El Segundo video. My wallet in El Segundo. I like, all right, then go get your wallet. Don't like, all right, okay, we got it. You get the wallet, like da. It's like fake ass Jungle Brother shit. But then
they got Benita Applebone though. They came out with that later on.
But yeah, they did. But this dude, Sean Morris, kept pressing me to hear that album. And I finally listened to that. And that joint changed my life, Dale. That damn People's joint, oh my God, that joint changed my life. I was like, yo, Sean, thank you for showing me this album. Because that changed how I produced and everything. It changed my whole life. And what happened was it became so big to me that I think I started forming our whole thing around what Native Tongue was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like Native Tongue and Tribe and De La and Black Sheep and da-da-da. Not knowing that they wasn't gonna be able to get along either. At some point, like they was gonna be breaking up too. But I thought if we do it like Native Tongue, you know what I'm saying? Like not necessarily do it like them, but just have a collective of like-minded people doing the same type of thing. And that's why our little unit was so similar, because great minds was thinking alike, and I was plucking dudes that matched it. And if you ain't really match it, you ain't really fit. You know what I'm saying? So they really changed my life for real. Salute.
I got a question for you. Speak on Mantronics, because I never listened to a whole Mantronics album, and they don't really get talked about. When I think of them, I think of like they was more like on that techno house type shit. Is that the case?
No. So hold on, I'm gonna pull it up so I can.
They say it wasn't techno, kind of like a techno sound.
So it's hard to describe it. Yeah, it was, but not really. It's techno, but not house. It has house in it, like.
Well, everybody was doing house back then.
So this is how they describe it. Mantronics was an influential 1980s hip hop and electro funk music group from New York. I wouldn't say techno. They had a lot of sounds, synthesizers, and da-da-da, but it wasn't techno. It was electric, and it was old school hip hop. And
yeah, that's what I was thinking, that electric sound.
Yeah. And I used to
like
Mantronics. If you came in my building, you heard Mantronics as soon as you hit the building. I'm on the 3rd floor, I'm at the top. And Mantronics, you're gonna hear that in the basement, because I'm blasting it. But
yeah, I remember you having the albums. I never listened to a whole joint. How many albums they had? Like 2?
Whole joint though. Huh?
How many albums they had? Like 2?
It say they was from 84 to, let me see. Nah, they got like 5, Dale.
For real? Wow.
They got like 5, but I really only think I had the Music Madness one. The joint came out in 86. If I got the one in 88, I can't even remember. No, I did. Do You Like Mantronics? Yeah. This is around the time that Jazzy Jeff and all them was coming out. So yeah. No, I'm gonna be honest. Mantronics didn't do a lot of rapping on it either though. So they rapped, but it was like more about the music. So you was like vibing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Because when I think of them, I think of that group Kraftwerk, that European kind of like electric rock group.
Yeah.
That kind of like put me in that mind frame.
They had some Grammy nominated records. Oh, Angie Stone sung on some of their stuff. They had some big records, bro. So 89 to 91. This is when stuff was getting like, it was leaning more towards. I was leaning more toward hardcore hip hop. I was with Mantronics in the beginning until BDP came, and you know what I'm saying. Like I think BDP came out same year, the year after Mantronics. So Mantronics was like 85. I think BDP, I really got into BDP like 86. So it was like, oh boy. And I still listen to it a little bit, but I really moved on from Mantronics. I just couldn't, they couldn't keep my attention because hip hop was getting so crazy. You got to think Rakim was 86, LL was 86, Run DMC 85, 86, 87. Everything was changing. J-Bob was 89. Jungle Brothers.
Rakim and KRS.
Huh?
Yeah, Rakim and KRS-One changed a lot. They changed the whole game.
And it's wild that Marley Marl was laughing at Rakim when he first went to the studio.
Yeah, because they said he was rhyming so slow.
No, they said his voice. They said his voice was.
Yeah, he wasn't hype.
He was rhyming through his nose.
You know, everybody back then was hype.
Yeah, they say he was rhyming through his nose and stuff, and they was making fun of him. And they was like, ain't nobody gonna buy that shit. They was cracking on him.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Rakim changed the game, so it is what it is. Man, I remember I was down in Virginia. I was way down in the sticks. And I had already heard it paid for. I had knew the album backwards and forwards. I went to my aunt's house down in like Roanoke or something. No, Rocky Mount, Virginia, which is in the sticks. Man, them dudes out there, they had tails in their head and they bumping. I'm talking these black dudes in the little area where she was at was like the hood. Man, they knew that damn paid in full backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. They were some bammers, but they knew that whole album, bro. It was tough, bro. That album changed everything. So you gotta think they way down in the sticks and they know that album like that. So they didn't play no like on the radio down there. You may have got 2 rap songs a day on the radio. I'm talking about 24 hours. You may got Walk This Way, or you know what I'm saying? You may got like some Run DMC or LL Cool J song, or Debbie.
Yeah, I'm bad or something like that.
Yeah, you wasn't not I'm bad, but something. You wasn't getting no rap.
I need love.
Yeah, they had the whole thing on Smash. Dale, I want to move on to your boy. It's the man we all know and love, Kwame.
Kwame.
I want to talk about Kwame. Is Kwame a MC, a real MC? You know how we just had that conversation about Drake being a hip hopper?
Yeah.
Kwame, good MC on that.
His first album is good. The Boy Genius, that was a good album. I got.
Go ahead.
I give him respect. That was before all the polka dot shit.
I think
that was a good
polka dots on in that, but it was little.
Yeah, but he wasn't like, he wasn't like promoting the polka dots. He was throwing that polka dot stuff in your face, like when the second and third album came. It became
a gimmick.
Yeah. It became a gimmick. Yeah. On that first album, it wasn't no gimmick.
You can't tell Shorty nothing about that song though. Only you.
That was a good song though.
Things I do. Yo, they used to play.
Yo, that joint got a lot of run back in the day.
They played that song so much there. I was so tired of that goddamn song.
Yeah.
I was so tired of that damn song. I was like, yo, if they hit, I'm about to crash my TV wide open. That damn Only You. Who the girl is singing on it?
I don't know. She wasn't nobody famous, I don't think.
She wasn't nobody.
I said nobody famous. No disrespect. She wasn't nobody famous. She wasn't like some R&B star or something.
Let me pull up Kwame. But I'm going to tell you something. I did respect Kwame's The Rhythm. His verse on The Rhythm is a dope-ass verse.
That's the first album.
Yeah. And he was let's be honest, he was one of the first people that was like, be yourself type rappers. I think he might have to give it to him. He might have been the pink polo before Kanye was.
And he produced most of that first album. I think Herbie Love did a few joints, but he did most of them joints on there.
Wow, listen to this. He was born in 73. He was in 89, he was 16 when he released that debut album.
Wow, me and him the same age.
He was 16.
I thought he was older than me.
It's the man you all know and love, Kwame. Kwame,
and it's a connection
right now.
It's a connection between him and Steady B. Tap Money. Tap Money used to DJ for Steady B, and then he started DJing for Kwame.
Okay. Herbie Lovebug was with him. Was with Kwame.
Yeah, that's what I say. He did a few joints on that first joint, but Kwame did most of it, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, just on top of my head.
Now listen to this. In 89 was The Boy Genius. 1990 was A Day in the Life, a Polkadelic Adventure. So right there, that's when the gimmicks start coming.
Yeah, that's the Only You joint. That's the Only You joint is on that album.
Yeah. But that probably was part of it. Probably was partially him, but it partially probably was the label putting the thing on him like, yo, we need a gimmick like that. Because back then they was pushing gimmicks hard.
Yeah.
So he might have been told to kind of like, okay, let's push this polka dot thing, and he may have came up with a cool concept, and they probably ran with it, got a whole wardrobe and just took it. You know what I'm saying? Just and not knowing it's going to play him out in the future. You know what I'm saying? It's going to blow him up, but it's going to play him out.
Yeah, he did get played out quick.
So let me see. He says
played out like Kwame and them polka dots.
No. Biggie apologized to him though. You know that, right?
I didn't know he apologized.
Big apologized to him. If you really pay attention to Big, he apologized to almost everybody he said something about. He apologized to the girls on 357. He apologized to the girl in Total. I think he apologized to bad people, like people that he said little rounds about that got offended. He was a good dude. He apologized to a lot of people. So he apologized to Kwame. Kwame tried to diss him, remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
It ain't work. It was like when Ja Rule dissed 50. No. It was like when Nelly dissed KRS-One.
But what people might not know about Kwame, he a good producer. He produced songs for Tweet, produced joints for Raheem Devon.
Yeah. He still produced.
Yeah.
But hold on. So let's find out who the girl is on the song. So while I'm reading, it says he was 18 in 1992. He produced his third album, Nasty. Did you get that album, Dale? Kwame's third album, Nasty?
I just got his first two albums because I didn't like that second album. I was done with it after that.
Yeah. It said the album was a departure for him, discarding the polka dots and writing more sexually charged lyrics, in contrast to his previously playful, intellectual persona. The title track was a minor hit, but the album quickly fell off the chart. Then he had a fourth album, Incognito. Damn, Kwame had 4 albums, bro. 94.
I remember that Incognito album.
Huh?
I remember that Incognito album.
Man, I barely remember it.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
But look, in 2000, he reemerged as a record producer. He worked under the name K1 Million. He produced for LL, Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole, Missy Elliott, Christina Aguilera, Eminem. Well, he co-produced with Eminem on Lloyd Banks' song On Fire. And
he did. That's right, I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, Will Smith Switch. That's when Will had reached the highest level of corniness. But it is what it is. Sold 30 million records. He said Kwame sold over 30 million records. And in 2012, he teamed up with Vin Diesel to produce some stuff. So Kwame had a rich career. Like, he did all right. He doing all right. Oh man, he wait, what? He has joined the hip hop group The Alumni. You ain't ready for this, Dale.
Well, it got Special Ed, Chill Rock.
How the hell you know this, Dale? Dana Dane and Moni Love.
Yeah, I know about that.
How do you know this, Dale? I never heard this in my life.
They did. I never seen them live, but they did some shows together as the Alumni.
Okay.
But I never seen them. I just heard about it.
Okay. Say less.
Yeah.
Tasha Lambert was the name, Dale. Tasha.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't sloppy like some R&B star back then, you know.
No, but can you read that comment, Dale?
Yeah, I see it.
All right. Yeah, we looking crazy right now. We got to get our computer so we can see the comments. But we'll do that next week. This is the first episode. We appreciate y'all watching. But Dale, in a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate Kwame's lyrical ability?
He was nice on that for that time period. At that time, he was nice on that first album. And then, you know, he went like real commercial. I don't know. It's hard to rate him. Maybe I say 7 out of 10.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, because he could have been much more, but you know, he had to chase the money. He had to chase the the radio plays and stuff.
He was young too.
Yeah, so but that first album, That first album, he was rapping his ass off. I ain't gonna lie. I was impressed with that first album.
I might have been a little bit, Dale. I'm gonna be honest. I might have been a little bit jealous about Kwame's success, bro. Low key, because when I was so young, I was like, damn. You know how when you're young, you're like, damn, I wanted a record deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're a little ass kid. I wanted that record deal. So let me read this comment. Tasha Lambert was a singer in the. I'm trying to move this. Hold on. Who's that? Falia? Did I say that right? Falia Williams. Tell me if I said that wrong, please. Tasha Lambert was a singer in The New Beginning. The New Beginning was the group. They dated at that time. I didn't even know they dated. I didn't know she dated him. But they broke up and remained friends. Sense. I didn't know that. Infinity Jug in the building. But yeah, man, I was like, damn, I wanted that record. I wanted a record deal back then. So I probably was like, damn, I was probably hating on him or something. But I did think he was dope on the rhythm. And you know, we was some backpack dudes. So we was all some like, we only wanted to hear your bars first. Like when Redman came out, we only wanted to hear your bars, bro. Like, so we couldn't understand that. We could understand a process of a song with a formula like that, but we always wanted those hardcore rap songs. We was young, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I understood the process because me and you used to go to the clubs when we got older, and you had to you can only dance to certain kind of songs. So as we got older, we understood. Oh, this is why they make a dance song. You know what I'm saying? This is why Hammer make a song to dance to, or who else made a lot of dance? I ain't gonna say Vanilla Ice, but whoever made dance music, dancey type songs. I Got the Power, Whoop There It Is, all that stuff, because people in the club needs that kind of music to dance to. So we kind of opened up to it a little bit as we got older.
Yeah, but back then you could even dance off the so-called street hardcore joint. Like we was dancing off PMD.
You could, yeah, easy.
Yeah, yeah. We was dancing off.
You could dance to it. You could dance special ed stuff.
Yeah.
We still ain't figure out Steady B's dancer's name.
Oh man.
Oh, I got it, Dale. I know it. Thick and Thin.
Thick and Thin. Yep. I told you it was a catchy name, like Scoop and Scrap. Yeah.
She said, "Pronounce fella." I got it. Oh no, that's my guy. It's fella. My bad. I said it wrong, fella. My bad. Infinity Jug said Poor Righteous Teachers was one of the reasons I couldn't feel Kwame. Oh, you got to elaborate on that. He said Poor Righteous Teachers one of the reasons. I'm about to open up my daggone thing right here.
Rock this funky joint.
Yeah, I got to open up my thing, bro. Because I can't keep looking at this phone. It look crazy. I'm like, dude, it look like I got to open up my computer, bro. But yeah, Dale, we're going to talk about Def Jam. You know what I want to talk about, Def Jam? And I said this one time, and Donnie, he immediately he inboxed me. But I said this on my page. I said that Def Jam, after Def Jam, hip hop got better, as opposed to everything before Def Jam was not as good as what Def Jam brought out. And they changed hip hop forever because everything before that wasn't as strong as what Def Jam did as a label.
No, Def Jam is the foundation, even though it's not the original, of course. It's the foundation for everything to come after that.
Yeah,
no question about that. They had one of the strongest rosters.
But I think it's a little heavy-handed comment because there was so much stuff before that. But to me, when Def Jam came, bro, and I'm about to bring it up right now, it was so strong. A lot of stuff got knocked out the box. I know a lot of people, and I'm salute to Donnie. He sent me a whole. He had not a thumb drive, like a storage drive of all these banging old school joints before Def Jam, and a lot of them rock. A lot of stuff rocks. But bro,
no, but they put hip hop on the map. Like globally.
I want to get into this, Dale. I want to get into this because it's such a crazy notion. In 1990, let me see, 83, they were formed in that college
that dorm room
with Rick Rubin and y'all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like I was listening to rap, but I wasn't really feeling it like I felt it after I Need a Beat and I Can't Live Without My Radio. We just LL. Because LL wasn't the first Def Jam.
You wasn't immersed in it today.
I wasn't. I was in it and we were still breaking and da. I think when Def Jam came along, and this is awful to say, but I think that's when I stopped breaking and I just wanted to rap. I stopped breaking. I stopped trying to do any type of graffiti. Like I just wanted to rap at that point. I was like, I don't want to do none of this other stuff. I want to be like LL. I want to be like Run DMC. Like it changed everything, bro.
But you know, Run DMC wasn't on Def Jam.
But it looked like they were. They were on Rush. They were on Rush Management.
Yeah. No, they was on Profile. They was on Profile. They was with Rush Management.
Right.
Yeah.
But it looked like they were. Everything they did was with them. Crush Groove, everything. Yeah. They went on tour together. It was LL, Run DMC, Beastie Boys.
That's his brother. His brother ran Def Jam.
Yeah.
Russell Simmons. So, yeah.
But, dog, I'll argue with anybody. Like, give me the top 5 rappers before LL, top 10 rappers, and they're gonna say they're gonna Treacherous 3, all it, which is cool. And I wasn't in New York, and you know what I'm saying? I heard all that. Then you're gonna say Dougie Fresh, you're gonna say Slick Rick, you're gonna say Dana Dane. Then you can't even really say Slick Rick because he signed to Def Jam. But you wanna say
Busy B, Kumo
D, and we going far with that. Kumo D, we going kind of far back with that. But they not rocking with no freaking, like, come on, dog. Like, let's be honest. Like, Def Jam, LL Cool J, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, like
Public Enemy,
PE. Like, come on, bro. Like, remove that label, and then rap might have died, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Remove that label, rap might be dead. Because they were saying hip hop gonna die. They were like, hip hop gonna die. I was starting to believe. I was like, they're like, hip hop gonna play out one day, it's gonna be dead. Take Def Jam out. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And most of your top 5, somebody gonna be from half of them gonna be, a lot of them gonna be from Def Jam. It's not 5, but like if you do the top 50 of all time, probably half of that gonna be Def Jam artists. You gonna say Redman. Yeah. You gonna say Method
DMX.
Man. Huh?
DMX on Def Jam?
DMX. They gonna try to say, well, he was Rough Riders, but that's an imprint on the Def Jam. Right?
Yeah, just like Rockefeller. Rockefeller was through Def Jam.
Dame Dash, I'll give you down, but Rockefeller was. It is what it is, bro. So I think I'm gonna say, man, there's nothing like Def Jam, bro. I think they changed hip hop forever, and I think they muscled a lot of people. I think a lot of people fell off because of Def Jam. What's them dudes? Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, like Pumps and not Pump, what's the dude? Rex and Effect. A lot of stuff couldn't survive no more. All that New Jack Swing was hot for 2 summers, and then Redman came.
Yeah,
y'all had 2 summers, then Redman came. So I'm going to say
EPMD was on Def Jam.
I'm going to take it even further though. Of all time though, label of all time. Even after they came, the labels that came after them, their legacy. Who legacy is stronger than them? You might say Cash Money.
They got the longevity.
Do they though?
Def Jam got the longevity. I'm saying Def Jam got the longevity.
They do. But Def Jam, and I always say this about LL, they was always making a comeback. Always making a comeback. They was all, but they, you know what I'm saying? Like they got saved by Redman, saved the whole label. Then they got saved by Warren G, saved the whole label. Then they got saved by LL Cool J. So it's like they had longevity, but it was always one person saving the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, as opposed to Cash Money, they had a run, like a big run. Like I don't remember Cash Money ever needing to be saved like that. But at the same time.
And then Cash Money turned to Young Money?
Yeah. But even
basically,
they got big records too, but I don't know. The impact of Cash Money versus Def Jam, I don't know.
No.
We old heads. We gonna say that. We old heads.
Even to this day, Benny the Butcher new album that's coming out, I think tomorrow, that's on Def Jam.
Yeah. They trying to restore the feeling. We're gonna see what Benny do. I need Benny to really do his thing on there though.
Logic was on Def Jam.
He was. Logic didn't move the needle. Logic only moved the needle for a certain demographic.
But he sold records though.
He did. Big records.
Yeah.
1-800 Suicide. He sold some big ass records. But in the annals of hip hop, I don't think Logic. It's gonna be hard to put Logic in your top 100. You put him in your top 100?
No.
God,
I don't think so.
Damn, he's good. Quick as well. Damn,
he's good, but he's good, but I like him. I'm not Joe Budden. I don't hate on Logic at all. The dude is nice, and plus he's from my area, so I'm going to support him because he's nice and he's from my area. But I don't think I can put him in 100 again.
I can't.
It's just so many rappers.
I can't put him in my top 100, and he's not bad. He's not a bad rapper. It's just so many. It's so many, bro. So many. But I think Def Jam changed the way we just think about how hip hop supposed to sound, bro. Right? You had Wild Style, you had Breaking, and you had Beat It. Beat Street. But that shit, none of that was like Crush Groove. None of it. And Crush Groove, just the people that's in it, the artists, was so strong, bro. And these dudes had a video game. Like, come on, dog. Def Jam? Old heads like me and you, what we always say, we want to get signed to Def Jam.
Yeah, but you know another label that we talked about earlier without talking about it, that had a nice roster too is Jive. Jive had a hell of a roster.
Jive was jerking niggas, but yeah, they had a hell of a roster. Jive had
they had Houdini.
Huh?
They had Houdini. Houdini was on Jive. Houdini was big in the 80s.
Matter of fact, I want to pull up Jive roster at that time because they had more than Houdini. They had Steady B, right?
They had Steady B. They had Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
KRS.
They had Boogie Down Productions.
They had Cash Money and Marvelous.
They had Keith Murray. That was later though.
Yeah,
But R. Kelly was on Jive. I know they ain't hip hop, man.
You know what's crazy? Jive still got a big roster. To this day, Jive still big.
The Clips was on Jive. The Clips was on Jive at one point.
Yeah, Jive might be giving Def Jam a run because Def Jam got into a bunch of R&B too, so they wasn't messing with Jive R&B. Clive Davis was running that joint. Hold on, let me see the roster. All right, so list of RCA. This joint too big, there. They got so many.
You just gotta say Jive. You gotta just do Jive, not RCA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jive Records. There we go. Yeah, they had a mean squad. They have a mean squad, Dale. Damn it, Dale. They won't. Dale, it's too big. I can't even. I just
don't worry about it.
But Jive RCA had a mean squad. Even them though, they changed hip hop too. They changed hip hop.
They not messing with Def Jam though.
They changed hip hop too.
Yeah.
I think Def Jam was one of the first to really explore the West Coast like that.
Tribe Called Quest is on Jive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right.
Jive had a roster.
I did have a roster, bro. You might be on something there, but Jive had a lot of money to push a lot of stuff because they had like Backstreet Boys. They had a lot of big groups, so they could take on a lot of stuff.
Right.
And Def Jam was struggling a lot because they wasn't doing. They was a niche. They was hip hop only. They wasn't. And they did a little bit of R&B, but Jive was doing rock and everything else. And they was a real label. Def Jam was like an imprint of like just doing hip hop. But
was Foxy Brown on Def Jam?
Let's find out. I don't know. I do not know, Dale.
And I know Keith Murray started off on Jive, then he went to Def Jam. After he got out of jail, he came back and signed to Def Jam.
Foxy Brown was on Def Jam.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, bro. Def Jam was listen. I don't know to span this many years as Def Jam has done, and they trying to make a comeback now. I think they might be able to do it when the artists they trying to get, because a dude like Benny gonna respect them for what they did in the past, and he gonna try to bring that kind of respect back to that label. So I don't know, man. They got freaking right now Def Jam. This is Def Jam artist right now. I didn't even know Justin Bieber was on Def Jam.
Well, I didn't know that either.
070 Shake. I'm gonna skip some of the people.
That's crazy. Justin Bieber's on Def Jam?
He's on Def Jam. Alicia Cara.
I never heard of
her. No, she's big. She's a young artist though. Big Sean, Janae Aiko, Hit Boy, Jadakiss, Jeremiah, Wale, Tiana Taylor, YG.
Wale is on Def Jam? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Public Enemy, Stormzy, Fredro Bang, Fabulous, DJ Khaled, Dave East, Danny Lay. Boy, they got quite a few people I never heard of, but most of the people we heard of. I only named the people.
Well, I didn't know Dave East was signed to Def Jam. I thought he signed a Mass Appeal. Nas label.
Signed him under there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a hell of a roster.
They got a crazy roster, bro.
I didn't know Jeremiah was signed to that.
Fabulous is on there. DJ Khaled. I don't know how DJ Khaled is on Def Jam, but it is what it is. Yo, I'm still.
So that means Def Jam is still selling live records because them artists you name sell records.
Yeah.
Well, sell streams. They got a lot of streams.
Yeah.
Put it like.
Yeah. But look, I'm feeling like we can move on to something else. And I think what was the last thing I wanted to talk about there? I had one more thing on the agenda. But
well, you said Steady B, Kwame, and Def Jam. That's all I remember.
I think is that the whole topic that we're gonna talk about?
I think that's it.
I think
and I threw in the Digable and Fugees joint.
Yo, I had a fun time. The old heads. I hope the people wasn't bored with our conversation. And I'm like mad because I can't really see on this joint. My guy Fella was in the damn comments, and I said I said his name wrong. Salute the Fella. I hope he ain't leave after I said his name wrong. I couldn't even see the picture. I thought it was a female friend, but it's a guy. Salute the Fella. I can't even read, bro. Next week I'm gonna have my laptop right here, and I'm gonna be able to rock out with y'all. But
it'll get better.
It'll get better. You know, it's the first episode, bro. Old heads, man. Yeah. Old heads only. Infinity Jug in the building. Yeah, how long we talking about doing this?
Months. You brought this to my attention months ago.
Yeah. I think I might have said this back last summer, and I was telling you every week.
Last summer. Yeah, last summer you did.
I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do that show. We're gonna do that show. I think I'm gonna be able to bring people on with us. Salute the fella in the building. Salute. I think I'm gonna be able to bring people on, just like to tap in. We're gonna get a lot of surprises. We're gonna have people just coming on real quick, giving their opinion, showing love, and just talking about what we talk about. Because these subjects, some people are not gonna really want to talk about this stuff. But did you happen to watch the 50th, Dale? Any of the 50th thing?
Which one? I watched the Nas joint.
I can't find
the one for the Grammy.
Yeah, the one in the Grammy Awards where all the rappers came out.
I think it's on Peacock.
Is it really?
I think it is on Peacock. Yeah.
Because I can't find it on YouTube. I keep getting like clips, like people got clips of this and that, and I can't watch. I want to see the whole thing because I saw clips and I'm like, yo, that joint was crazy. Yeah,
I didn't watch it on YouTube. I watched it on one of the streaming joints, and I believe it was Peacock.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Probably
that's the joint Questlove put together, right? For the Grammys. That's the one you talked
about. Yeah.
I
think I saw it was probably 50 different performances, but it was like little clips. And Rakim came out more than once or something. I don't know. But
yeah, Rakim performed. They like did people joints in like sections. Like one section they had Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, and Black Thought.
Okay.
Then another one they had De La Soul, Talib Kweli, Digable Planets, Black Sheep, Far Side, and they was like set up in a class, like a school class, or college class, whatever, with the desks and everything, and all them performed in that section. They were like, De La Soul came out, then Tribe didn't perform. Far Side, you know that. So it was like in section. They did like a little West Coast joint. They had like some of the new joints. So what's that new guy from the West Coast? YG.
Okay.
And they kind of mixed it up with the old ones, like with DJ Quick. Okay. Yeah, Cypress Hill came out. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Okay.
They had a whole lot of. That's the joint that the Hammer said he ain't. Did Questlove try to get Hammer and he said he didn't want to do it?
He was wrong for that. But listen, yeah. I saw Latifah and she did some cuts off the album, some album cuts like Latifah's Getting Fire.
Yeah, she was in 2 sections actually. Okay. She was in one section where it was a bunch of females.
Yeah.
And then she came out with the joint with De La Soul, Far Side, and Digable Planets.
Okay. See, I'm gonna watch that. It got to be like 3 hours, right? Something like that.
Oh, it's long. It's pretty long. It's pretty long.
Watch that. Damn.
Did you see the one Nas did at Yankee Stadium?
You know what? That's on YouTube. I didn't watch that one. I saw a little bit, but
yeah, that's on YouTube. Yeah, that was pretty good too. Yo, yeah, that joint, that was an all-day thing.
I don't get tired of Rakim, bro. He comes out, and to this day, I still watch it. This song's 30 years old, and I watch it like the first time every time. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna throw you for a loop before we get out of here because I want to stretch it a little bit longer. I want to ask you something. It's gonna be tough, but I think we can get 10. And I've never talked about this, even on the other shows. We've never done this topic. 10 overrated albums and/or groups, and I'll start it off. You'll know what I mean when I say. And I love Nice and Smooth. But Nice and Smooth albums, I went back and listened to their music, and I used to love their music, but I didn't know I was skipping so much stuff.
Yeah, their albums overall are not that good.
No. They choppy. They like rushed. I don't know what it is, but I love
I think their third album might be their best album.
Yeah.
Jeweler Than Now, but they first album only like 2 songs. Funky For You and No Delay.
Yo, those the 2 joints. Me and Big Youngin will rewind them joints on just say, I'm gonna make it funky. Yo, listen. Them 2 joints made me think them albums were strong. And I love Nice and Smooth. Sometimes
they know the 2 songs I like on that album. Yeah, that's on their second album. I ain't like that. I ain't never liked that.
You ain't never liked that joint?
Nah.
What about Dwick?
Well, that's Gangstar. That's a Gangstar.
They known for that. That's they claim to fame.
I love Dwick. Dwick is classic.
So I'm gonna have to throw Nice and Smooth on that kind of overrated.
You think they overrated though?
I think their music. I think musically, in the annals of hip hop, Nice and Smooth musically, they got good singles, but their 4 albums are not as good. Can you?
I think they properly rated.
Huh? You think
they properly rated?
Why you say that?
Yeah, because nobody ever says the Nice and Smooth album is a banger. I never hear that.
No, but people, let's be honest. When people say Nice and Smooth, nobody would diss Nice and Smooth music. No one.
No, that's true. That's true.
Everybody acts like Nice and Smooth stuff is dope. It's the singles are dope.
Yeah.
And I want.
They get a lot of respect. I
just want to have some fun with this, Dale, because I'm like, yo, some of these people I love Nice and Smooth, but some of these people we look back with it favorably, and we'd be like, oh, nice. Like if I go in a group of 10 hip hop heads right now, right, and I say, what y'all think about Nice and Smooth? They're gonna be like, oh, Nice and Smooth. They're gonna act like it's the craziest. You know what I'm saying? But when you really think about, when you go back and listen to them albums, they're not that crazy.
No, they not. You know another group is probably gonna get me in trouble.
Who?
But I'm gonna speak my mind. Naughty by Nature.
Oh, I'm with you, Dale.
Yeah,
Flares come out of nowhere. He'll hit you with the tomahawk. You can't say nothing about Naughty by Nature. And they got some good joints too. But they got some good songs, but they albums. The whole album, I never. Yeah, they whole albums. I never could get really into them. They albums kind of like,
But they was real good at making singles.
They made a lot of good songs, good strong songs. But yeah, I can't listen 4 Naughty albums, bro. Like, bro.
Yeah.
You hit that on the head, Dale. I'm gonna give you another one, and it's only toward the end of their stuff. Cypress Hill, and I love Cypress Hill. They first 2 joints, bang.
Oh, they first 2 albums, yeah. I would say maybe they first I like their first 3 albums, but
yeah, first 3, you're right. But they got about 12, 15 albums, though.
Yeah.
And it started to get like, okay. Like, and I like Cypress. Sin Dog left though, and then it just changed and whatever. But I think Cypress, like, can you see yourself in a 2-hour Cypress Hill concert?
Man, I love them first 2 albums, man.
But 2 hours.
The third album was solid, but them first 2 albums good.
No, he's extremely good. That was one of the albums Carlos was stealing out of my car with Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
But can you see yourself in a 2-hour Cypress Hill concert?
No, not 2 hours. I don't know. Unless they're gonna just do them 2 albums back to back.
Yeah, that ain't even 2 hours. So I think Cypress Hill fit that bill, bro.
I don't know if I put them in the same.
It's Nice and Smooth
category. Nice and Smooth and Naughty by Nature. I don't know if I could do that.
So they bet. All right, then I can rock with that. What about Chubb Rock?
And you gotta think about it. Weren't they the first Latino rap group to go platinum? Wasn't they like the first to sell a lot?
I believe so.
So that means a lot. They was before Big Pun and whoever else and Pitbull. It was before all them. And they sold.
Fella said, what about Onyx?
Yeah, they might.
But you know what? These evil streets is rough.
That second Onyx album is good. Real good. All we got is us.
But that might be their best album though, Dale.
That is their best album to me. I think it's way better than their first album.
He might be on something.
That first album just got Throw Your Guns in the Air and Slam and Tackle the Ball Heads. Only had a few joints on that first album.
They got freed up because they ended up they wasn't having to make sales after they fell off. So then that's why we got that good at.
They was on Def Jam too.
They were.
It was on Def Jam too.
They were. But then hip hop, it got real grimy around that time. Everybody want to be grimy. Remember everybody got grimy? Michael Brown said Kid Frost. Oh, Latinos. But I don't know if Kid Frost, he said, remember you said.
But he didn't sell like Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill, I think, was the first Latino to go platinum, I believe. Okay. With that second album. I think they was the first Latino group to go platinum. I could be wrong.
You know who I'm going to throw out there, Dale? And this is blasphemy, but I'm going to say it. Special Ed.
Oh, yeah.
His first joint was crazy.
The first album was good, but after that...
Special Ed kind of took a little... did a backflip. Like, he kind of like... I don't know.
I ain't care for a second album too much. The Legal joint, they had Mission. We on a mission.
That mission wasn't a bad song. Damn,
I'm talking about the album itself. I'm talking about the whole album itself.
Matter of fact, you had some moves to that song.
Oh yeah, I like that song, but I'm talking about the album itself, Legal. Yeah. The second album that it was on, I think overall I didn't care for that album.
Now I'm gonna say one, and I'm gonna let you tell me. Alcoholics.
Oh, I love the Alcoholics, yo.
So all their albums, all their music. You know what?
I think there's only one Alcoholic album I didn't like.
Yeah, I can't put Alcoholics in that. Alcoholics.
I think they underrated. I think they very underrated instead of overrated.
Okay.
Like them first 2 Alcoholic albums, the first 2, woo, them motherfuckers smacked.
Underrated.
Yo.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I could see that. What about King T?
I respect King T, but I only really like one of his albums. That's the Trifling album.
So then you putting him in there then? Overrated.
Is he overrated though? Nobody really.
King T get a lot of love.
He get a lot of love, but no one ever says like he's great and all that.
Michael Brown said Special Ed best verse was on Crooklyn. That is a fact. That's what.
Yeah, I like that.
Dodgers was. So King T. So how about this? Beat Nuts.
Hey, but you know what was funny about King T and Tony brought this up. He said that Biggie seemed like he got his style from King T. Do you think any truth to that?
But Biggie was a connoisseur of hip hop, though. Biggie swallowed everything. People don't understand how much that man studied the game. He studied every single thing. So he got his style from everywhere. Like I've almost done damn dissertation on Biggie. Like I freaking just read a book, just came out. I believe it was called Unbelievable, I think it's called. The book, I listened to the audiobook. It's so much stuff about Biggie that people don't know. That dude really studied this game. He studied MCs. So he probably did get something from E40. That dude really loved rap.
I'm talking about King T. I'm talking about King T.
Oh, I'm sorry, King T. He probably did. He probably did. I can't say, I'm not gonna say he got a style. I don't see King T like that in E4 in Biggie, but maybe.
But when he said that, I went back and listened to that early King T stuff, and it is very similar. Like the flows and the cadence, it's very similar. Not saying he's like out and out stole his style, but it's very similar. When he said that, he had a point.
They starting to accuse Biggie of a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. They saying he stole the whole what was the song? Juicy? I mean, who did he stole the dude from down in like,
oh yeah, some guy from the Midwest or something.
His name was Notorious.
Yeah,
G or something like that. And it looked crazy. It looked like, yo, in hindsight, it looked like Biggie low key. If it wasn't Biggie, it was Diddy. Somebody stole something from that man.
Right, Diddy. Because I heard he didn't even want to do Juice.
Yeah.
At first. Yeah, he didn't like the beat him.
No, he didn't. But Diddy was like, you ain't got a hit on here, and we can't put this out till you get one.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. And that's what it was. And they put that out, and he didn't want to do it. He did the verse reluctantly and left the studio, something like that. He didn't like the song. But he did.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But I say, what do we say about Beat Nuts?
You think they overrated?
I'm asking you.
No, I don't think they overrated. I think they a little underrated, to be honest with you. Yeah.
But Beat Nuts couldn't last that long because their subject matter. Beat Nuts only had about 5-6 year run, to be honest.
They had some good albums, but they just never had really no commercial success. Maybe like 1 or 2 joints.
But they had one of the biggest records in the world with that song, Off the Books.
Yeah.
That was a big record, and nobody knew who they was. They just was a big-ass record. Then J-Lo sampled it. So it's like we know who they are, but the rest of the world, they don't know that name. Beat Nuts. Who is that? Who is Psycho Les? Who's Juju?
Them dudes could produce their ass off, man. They production was crazy.
And one of them left. One of them left, went solo. The whole thing broke up.
They production was crazy, man.
But I don't know. I'm gonna say, what about Crew?
They only had that. Then they only had like 1 hour.
What you think of Crew?
I totally forgot about him. To be honest with you, I like that one song they had with Slick Rick. That one song they had with Slick Rick was nice, but.
So let me ask you a question. What about Witch Doctor?
Had that one album. I used to love that holiday song. Yeah, that shit was banging.
What about Lord?
I was disappointed with the album though. I bought the album on cassette. You know, we aging ourselves, old heads buying cassettes, and I didn't like the album. I just like that one song, Holiday.
Yeah, Michael Brown said Crew is Dirty 30. So I know a lot of people used to go crazy over Crew. Like dudes was like Crew this, Crew that. I like the Outsiders better than Crew.
They had another joint too, Crew. They had a joint featuring Rashcast that I used to like too. So yeah, they had a few joints on that album. They had a few joints.
When people love Crew, they love Crew. They like
that joint with Slick Rick was tight. I like that joint with Slick Rick.
Okay, I always thought Crew. To me, I thought Crew was a little like they was okay. Like you know what I'm saying, they was all right. I'm not hating on Crew, but a lot
they was on Def Jam too.
Huh?
They was on Def Jam too.
Yeah, and I got their CD. I got it from a promo. Like somebody was handing out promotional things. That's how I heard about Crew. I don't know, man. What Michael say? Oh yeah. Young Z, people call me Milk. Yeah, I don't know. I think that we got our list, we got our names. I think we are pretty much wrapped up right now, Dale, for the old heads. It's sleeping time, nighttime.
Yeah. I got 2 albums that I think that's overrated that I'm gonna catch hell for, but I'm not gonna bring it up on this show because we'll go another hour or so.
Yeah, bring it up, Dad. I want to know.
No, man, no, because I gotta go to work tomorrow. So I'm here another hour. I gotta wake up, go to work in the morning. And them joints gonna start some shit. It's gonna start some shit because they too popular artists.
There, go to 1045. It's 1041. Go ahead. Name it.
I'm not saying I don't like the album, but I think the first 50 Cent album is overrated.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think Get Rich or Die Trying is overrated.
You're asking for trouble.
Yeah, I know.
And what's the other one? I think DMX joint's overrated.
Yeah, I think that's what I was gonna say. I think some of his joints are overrated.
I think the first 2, that year that he dropped the 2 back to back, them joints is overrated.
I like his first album, but the joints he dropped back to back that year, I didn't really care for those 2 albums.
Infinity Joke said, "Oh hell no!" Nah. Yo, this is that old talk. We can't go too long with this old talk, bro, because we're gonna say some crazy shit. So we need to wrap it up, Dale. You can't be talking about no damn 50 Cent or no damn DMX.
And I'm not just saying that for clickbait. You know, I don't be just saying something just to get attention. I don't care about attention. That's how I really feel. I always thought the joint was overrated.
So listen, we can bring that up next week. We're gonna wrap it up so Dale can get some sleep. Old man sleep.
Yeah, I'm old, man. I need to get some sleep so I get up and make this money.
Spit these bars to make the head shake. Who is that, Dale?
Who?
Spit these bars to make the head shake. That's your boy. Drag On. Ain't that Drag On?
I don't know. I never really listened too much of Drag On. I ain't gonna lie.
Drag On was overrated too.
No, I ain't saying he overrated. He probably properly rated.
What about Eve?
I like Eve.
Oh yeah?
I don't think she get enough credit.
Underrated. Next week we're gonna do underrated.
Yeah, I think she's a little underrated.
All right, that's what it is. Yo, listen, appreciate y'all watching the first episode of Old Heads Only. If you still watching, you are officially an old head like me and Dale.
Yeah, we going on 2 hours, almost 2 hours. We talking
about some old stuff. We in here talking about Steady B, Dale.
Yeah, I can't believe you.
We talking about
you started talking about Steady B. You shocked me with that one. I'm like, what? Steady B.
This is what we gonna talk about. We talking about old stuff. Next week, I'm coming back. We're gonna talk about probably talk about some old Eazy-E stuff back when he was with Arabian Prince. We'll go back. We're going back, dog. Brush up. And I'm gonna talk about Ice-T.
Yeah, he a little underrated. You could say he like one of the fathers against the rap.
We're gonna talk about Everlast.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't Everlast, he was with Donald D.
He was with Ice-T.
And Ice-T and Donald D was
Rhyme Syndicate. Remember Ice-T had that clique of rappers?
Yeah.
Called Rhyme Syndicate. That's why I first heard of Everlast.
And Ruthless had their clique.
Yeah, Donald D and
I want to talk about all that West Coast stuff, all that next week. And we're going to get into some underground East Coast stuff next week. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate Old Heads Only. Don't come in here with no nonsense. It's for old heads only. Thank y'all for watching. We'll catch y'all next week. Right there? All right, peace, guys.